There is a new bill being put together for federal privacy regulations. It's quite interesting. And to nobody's surprise, there's some opposition from the giant corporations. Mike's going to tell us more about it in today's episode of the Not So Critical Update.
Yeah, this story has my two least favorite things. Out of touch politicians trying to regulate the tech industry and corporate lobbying. Nothing could go wrong. I just want to point out also in the article here. So if you're looking at the screen, there's an image and the caption of the image says, in this 2019 photo, a woman checks her phone in Utah. Has nothing to do with the story. Just I don't even know why that picture's there. I think the caption is funny. I don't know. Anyway,
what the hell is going on?
I know. No, it doesn't have anything to do with anything. So basically what we're talking about here is the American Data Privacy and Protection Act and how corporations are against it. The provisions would impact companies in every consumer-centric industry. And the idea is that the bill is to have companies not collect any more data than they need to provide you with the service that you're engaging with. To which the corporations say, no, I want more data.
Nuh-uh.
And so there's two concerns. On the corporation side, they want to collect more data, obviously. On the government side, the main concern is that, or a concern, is that this law would override state laws that have more privacy protection, such as California.
Yeah, it establishes a ceiling for rights.
Data collection.
No, not data collection. No, for
data collection laws.
Yeah, data collection laws. So it will make like California less restrictive to corporations. It also doesn't define any set penalties, which I think is a massive mistake. And there's a few other things about it. It's definitely not perfect, but it's interesting. It's the first federal legislation that has been properly proposed and gotten this far. It's not going to work. It's not going to get through. It's not going to get into law. But yeah.
The idea of lobbying is so funny. Like,
yeah.
Does that mean, like as an individual? So if you care enough, you could just go pay these guys off and they'll probably pass it, right? As long as you pay more than Facebook or Google or Amazon or Disney or whoever the fuck else.
Yep. If you as an individual want to pay more than Disney, then yes, you can go buy the same politicians.
And if you want to get on all of these companies' shit list.
Well, if you've got enough money to compete with them, then probably doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, all of a sudden Disney Plus doesn't work.
I had so my experience of lobbyists was limited to stuff I'd seen in the media. But the other week I actually had some interaction with real lobbyists, which was kind of interesting. Or real kind of the people that real lobbyists use maybe. And they were industry specialists, very highly technical people who were getting paid a shitload of money by Disney Plus and Paramount and these Sony and people like that. And they were talking about how they were trying to convince the senator that DNS was a good place to do blocking of copyright material. And these were guys that used to work in the DNS industry, and they were just getting paid a ton of money to argue against the technical case for doing blocking at the DNS level. I mean, it's utter bullshit, but they sounded great. They sounded really good. And they asked questions which were very clever and very worded in a certain way. They were earning their money, but it was kind of, ugh.
Wait, they were arguing for DNS blocking?
Yeah. Yeah. They were hired by Disney and Paramount.
I see. Because I feel like that's a pretty shit argument, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Hypothetically speaking, if I was a pirate,
John,
a digital
you
pirate,
only think that because you're not being paid enough to think otherwise. That's the problem.
Well, I mean, wouldn't you want to block it on the IP level? Like, why would you get the DNS?
Don't make the mistake of introducing logic into this.
Yeah, they don't
John.
care. That's
the
not
whole
the point.
Is that
I mean, if they wanted to hide, if they wanted to let pirates still be pirates while putting way more effort and way more bullshit into the hands of DNS providers, sure.
Yep. That's you. Yes, you understand the problem. Yes.
Yeah.
Like nothing would break here. Like I don't know. You know, uTorrent would just update the client to function without domains.
Well, one of the arguments that I remember them saying is that it's not about having an absolute 100% effective mechanism. It's really just about putting barriers in place that help curb the percentage of pirating that's going on, making it inconvenient enough so that the overall level of pirating goes down to an acceptable level. We're not trying to solve the problem 100% here. There's nothing that'll do it like that. I don't want to repeat this thing. Anyway.
My other problem with this article, though, is they're kind of positioning this as the government is for privacy and the corporations are against, and they're just trying to figure out the details. But at the same time, Congress is also trying to get the Earn It Act through, which is going to go after Section 230 of the Communications Act to get rid of encryption, put backdoors in encryption for providers. So, yeah, maybe this law is better, but then they've got some other law that's terrible, and the corporations want what they want. Like, the only people who are guaranteed to lose in all this is, us.
The funny thing about the encryption law is it shows you how detached these guys are from understanding just even the basics, right? I'm no cryptographer. What I do know is that it would be extremely hard to put a backdoor in a widely used public encryption. Like, it just doesn't really work that way.
Like, the whole point of it is that you can't have a backdoor.
Exactly. But like, of course, sure, they'd be like, okay, we'll spin up your own bullshit version, and this is the only one you're allowed to use, and us, the US government, we're allowed to peek it. And now we're China.
Yeah, that's what they want, though. They like that. They look at China and go, hey, that's kind of cool. I wish we could do that.
They don't get to do that because we're a free society. And in this free society, we have freedom of information. So I would literally just not use it.
You might not have a choice. That's the thing.
I mean, okay, but how could I not have a choice? I have a VPN connected to Norway. Stop me.
I mean, you have an American bank. Presumably.
Yeah.
Okay, a deal only in
could you get around it? Sure, but it'd take a tremendous amount of effort.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
And it's not the question is not how it can be done or whether it should be done. The question is whether it should be done. The question is like, it should be like this. Figure out the details later.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought the headline of this was like, oh, well, duh. Corporations lobbying, News at 11. Yeah,
it's such the whole article's bullshit. Whatever. Hell.
That's why The Hill is going on the shit list.
It's not hard to get around. Wait, how do I want to put this? A super easy thing to do is to click the like button on this video.
Can I just say, I was going to say that, there are very few fundamentally good things that you can do in your life. But clicking that like button and the subscribe button, that's one of them.
Yeah. The government's not going to get in your way of doing it. No corporate lobbyists are going to get in your way of doing it. Just click the button.
Not tied to your bank account. Yeah. That's
100%.
Why are you guys lobbyists? Stop lobbying the button.
Do you know how much we get paid to do this show? It's important that this succeeds.
We're just job creators.
Okay, just push us forward. You want us there. We'll cover news and stuff. Be funny about it.
I'm surprised how on board with this whole like and subscribe shit I am. I hated it so much at the beginning. I every YouTube video that said that, I had an inclination to stop watching. But I think
it's important to do it at the end.
Yeah.
If you do it at the beginning, our loyal viewers are going to be like, shut the fuck up.
I wouldn't do that.
No, so, they're in on the bit. Yeah. They know. Just click it. It's fine.
They know, but they don't click. They're like, fuck you guys.
Actually, if you have subscribed already, don't click the button again. That's just to clear that up. Like, don't click the
subscribe button.
Not going to help. Yeah. Right. That's same with the like thing. Just don't. Yeah.
Now we're going too far. All right.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow.